Welcome back to another story from Tales from Tech Support. And today's story is, That's Not What a Virus Is, Lady. I've worked in the telecommunication industry for several years now. I work in a specialised small team where we deal with issues that Tier 1 and Tier 2 can't solve. I have more than a few stories I'll start sharing here. This story is from about 3 or 4 years ago, so some of the quotes might not be 100% accurate, but it's close enough to get the point across. I read the ticket. It makes little sense, so I contact the agent that filed it. He tells me that the customer claims to have a virus on the phone and does not want a replacement sent out. iPhone 6s, if I recall, correctly saying there's a virus on the phone with bumps. I called a customer. With bumps? When does something ever have with bumps? Anyway, customer comes on the line. We'll call her Mabel. Hello, I need you to fix my phone. It has a virus on it. Okay, Mabel, I can fix just about anything and will not be transferring you today. Explain what the phone is doing. The phone has little red bumps on the screen and part of the sides. I'm sorry, what? Like polka dots? Is it uniform or all over or random? Random. At this point, I look over the notes from the previous 2 agents. The troubleshooting completed was minimal. Factory reset hadn't been completed, and after asking Mabel, she seemed more concerned about the phone than any repetitive troubleshooting. Jeez, she is calling from an alternate phone currently. Mabel, are you able to use the phone? Like make a phone call, send a text, or open an app? I think so, but I'd rather not. Okay, why is that? Can you call a friend or family member? I would like to test what parts of the phone are not working correctly. If I have to, but let me get some gloves. Before I can ask what she means, she puts down the phone. Keep this in mind, as it's important to know later. She comes back a few minutes later and says, I don't want to infect my sister's phone. Can you provide a phone number that is safe to call? I'm speechless at this point. It dawns on me that she believes this phone's virus is spreading by calling someone, as if someone with the flu sneezes on someone. Mabel, phone viruses cannot be spread by making or receiving a phone call. I assure you, she has no risk of being infected. Are you 100% sure? At this point, my sarcasm gets the best of me, and I can't help myself. I assure you, there is absolutely no risk. XYZ company name uses the best network in the industry, and our cables use electronic disinfectants. When you make the call, it kills any viruses. I know I'm a bad person for saying that, but I couldn't help myself. Could you imagine being the OP and actually saying that down the phone? Anyway. Okay, well, that's why I have XYZ company. Let me try calling my sister. She calls, it connects, she's on speakerphone, and she says she was making a test call and will call back later. Okay, so these polka dots on the phone, this is the only problem, right? She says. Okay, Mabel, do me a favour and turn off the phone. She complies. I give it a minute to shut down. Are the polka dots gone now? No, they're still there. They are all red, almost like a pink colour. Bumps on the phone. Now I am confused. I assume she turned off the screen, but she did not shut down the phone. Mabel, are you sure you shut down the phone? Like the Apple logo shows up on the screen and it's completely turned off, right? She swears it's shut down. This is getting much longer than expected, so I'll skip the next 10 minutes to ensure the phone is shut down, and the additional 15 minutes figuring out that Mabel thinks this is a biological virus on the phone, thus the latex gloves mentioned earlier. I spend probably another 10 minutes trying to assure her that's impossible, which she does not believe. She has a daughter who is a nurse and knows these things, she tells me. She also refuses to have a replacement phone sent out. Tier 2 attempted to do that, but she doesn't want to lose her contacts, pictures, and doesn't trust connecting it to a computer for backup. I get an idea from her red bumps comment earlier. Mabel, can you set the phone down flat on a table and look at it from the side? Are the bumps on the screen visible? Yes, the bumps on the screen are visible, but I can't see the bumps from the side. Do you want me to turn the phone around to see those? It's now been a good hour, an hour and a half, and I've about given up on this. I have no idea what the problem is. I decided to start from scratch and cover every possible thing. I ask her to remove the SIM card and read the SIM card number to me. After she removes it, she can't read the small numbers, so she calls for her grandson to read it off. He comes into the room, grabs the phone, to which Mabel goes, "Don't touch that, it has a virus, put it down now." The grandson apparently isn't the best behaved child, and this saves my sanity. He scratches at one of the polka dots on the screen and Mabel freaks out. "Don't touch anything, don't move, I'm going to get the hydrogen peroxide." Seconds later, and the grandson asks why there is dots on the phone. She washes him up and reads off the SIM card number. As the grandson is there on the line now, I ask him, "What did you scratch off the phone?" The grandson answers, "I don't know, it looks like paint." Mabel gets back on the line, and I almost feel foolish for asking, but I can't help. "Have you done any painting recently, Mabel?" It's odd that you asked that, actually. We just got done painting a nursery for my great-granddaughter. You know that moment when you can't do anything but... This was that moment. I spend the next 10 minutes trying to get Mabel to scratch off the paint, which finally does, and we fix the phone. TLDR. Customer calls in to fix a biological virus that's infected her phone. Her virus was a little pink paint splatter from painting earlier. I mean, how crazy a story is that? The original poster, wow, he must have been so frustrated. It sounds like the call went on for over an hour and a half. Man, that would drive me absolutely nuts, and I don't know what your thoughts are, so drop a box in the comment below what you would have done if you were dealing with Mabel.